So apparently, I told you guys yesterday about Wendy Williams in her situation where she talked about how she was in this sober living home, how, she has been not truthful with her audience and things like that. And in my video yesterday, I told you guys how in her saga of telling her truth, she might possibly tell the truth about her husband's side situation on the air in this saga of her truth seeking. The Daily Mail has been on her behind, and it has been claims that the Daily Mail were, like they were threatening to expose that she was in this sober living home, which is the reason why she came forward. But now the Daily Mail has exclusively put out the receipts of her hubby and his side chick on vacation. And I'm like, it has me thinking, I'm like, they have all of this inside information, all of these whereabouts of the locations of where her husband is, where the side chick lives, all of this stuff. And now they have this photo of them on vacation where it's from her cell phone itself. And it's not like a paparazzi photo. It's like a photo that she took herself. So I'm like, does she have some type of deal with the Daily Mail to kind of expose this situation? What's really going on? But I'm going to fill you guys in on the situation and bring you guys up to speed on what the Daily Mail is saying now about Wendy and her hubby and this side chick. So let me show you this video, and this is the Daily Mail talking and giving the inside scoop of what's going on.
While Wendy Williams was being treated for her addiction to alcohol and prescription drugs, her husband and his mistress, Sharina Hudson, were in a hotel nearby. Daily Mail TV has exclusively obtained these intimate photos from an undated vacation. 47-year-old Kevin grins from ear to ear, and 33-year-old Sharina flashes a peace sign. A source exclusively tells Daily Mail TV Sharina has given Kevin several ultimatums. She wants to start her own family with a married father.
Okay, so as you can see, it's saying that, she done gave him an ultimatum. It says that, how she was there when Wendy Williams kind of admitted herself into the rehab. So when Wendy Williams went forward and she admitted herself into this sober living home, they're saying that Sharina was nearby. Her husband's side chick was nearby in another hotel room, keeping a close eye, I guess, on her man. And if you guys know, when all of this information first came out about Wendy Williams and her husband having this side chick, the Daily Mail is the people who revealed it and put Wendy Williams on blast. And they're the same people who have now exclusively showed these photos of Wendy Williams' husband and his side chick, and these photos that look like they were taken from her cell phone. So I'm just like, again, like I said before, I feel like she is the one leaking this information, and in an attempt to come clean, it's not so much of a I'm coming clean because I want to come clean. They're forcing her to tell her truth. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know what you guys think about it, because they came forward. And when they first reported this situation, they showed how the same SUV that picks up Wendy that her husband owns was the same SUV that was picking up this side chick and, bringing her to and from their little meetings and things like that. And then they also reported that apparently that he was like engaged or gave her this promise ring. And then they also reported that she was pregnant as well. So the Daily Mail has had a lot of exclusive information in trying to expose Wendy and trying to, expose this situation between what's going on in her personal life, what's going on with this side chick, what's going on with her husband, and things like that. And like I said, it's leading me to believe that the woman has a deal with the Daily Mail. I feel like she's the inside source. I feel like she's the one who's calling them up and was like, you know, hey, we're going to be at this location. We're going to be at that location, X, Y, and Z. I'm going to play a little bit more for you guys on what the Daily Mail has to say because, boy, is it juicy. Let's get it.
Source says Kevin is in love with Sharina, but he told her he can't leave his wife. Apparently, Wendy pays all the bills.
Okay, so you see how the first photo that they showed with Wendy and her, he was smiling in one of them, and then they have a separate photo where he has his mouth closed, so they just got all the receipts.
Kevin and Sharina can't take care of themselves. They need her money. Kevin supports Sharina and put her through school to become a massage therapist.
So apparently sis got a whole degree on Wendy's dime, or a whole vocational trade. I won't say degree, but I guess a whole vocational trade on Wendy's dime. And you would think that she would kind of like speak up about this, but I also heard that there was possibly some type of condition where she can't badmouth her co-creators of her show because, as you know, her husband is one of like the producers on the show or something like that. But let me finish showing you the tea that the Daily Mail has scooped up on this situation.
He also pays for her Manhattan apartment and business office. Kevin is determined to juggle both women. Anytime Wendy and Kevin go on vacation, the mistress is usually there. She stays in a separate hotel.
I mean, and I told y'all, these Hollywood situations are business deals for the most part in a lot of situations because it's cheaper to keep her. They built this brand together. So it's just kind of crazy how, like, if they're on vacation, the Daily Mail is alleging, and this is their words, not mine, but they're saying that whenever Wendy goes on vacation, Sharina is also on vacation, but in a separate hotel. And like I said, I've always speculated that maybe they had this arrangement to where he's living his best life with her and he's doing his thing with her. And of course they have to show, you know, for the cameras, like everything is all good, but maybe this is their arrangement. Like, you know, you can be with her, but we still gotta, you know, make it look like we're in a good place for the rest of America. And now their whole facade is come crumbling down. Let me play a little bit more for y'all, okay?
As for Wendy, Kevin manages her career and runs their production company. According to the source, Wendy knows about Sharina, but is willing to put up with it as long as there's an understanding that there will be no baby and she doesn't get humiliated.
And they're saying according to the source, and like I said, I think the source is Sharina. Like, I really do. I think that it's her. I think that she is the source. Period.
Kevin has been by Wendy's side on her journey to sobriety. Our camera spotted the talk show queen entering and exiting the Pure Recovery Network. Our exclusive story had...
Okay. And so, like I said, it was alleged that they were going to out her in this sober living home, which prompted her to come clean on her show before they could put her business out there. But let me play some more.
Has been gaining traction.
The 54-year-old seen here in pictures from Daily Mail TV with husband Kevin.
I have been living in a sober house.
It makes you wonder, like, what is their vendetta with Wendy? Like, Wendy, listen, you done pissed somebody off at the Daily Mail, sis, and they are trying to take you down. And they are using your hubby and his side chick to do so. So, I mean, in this saga of coming clean, you've came clean about the whole sober living rehab. And I predicted that the next thing that you would come clean about is this situation with them. Just air it all out. Just put all the truth on the table. Let everybody know what's going on. Kick him to the curb. And, you know, sever whatever your losses are. Split them, however the case. And go on about your business and live happily ever after with somebody that appreciates you, girl. Because whether you guys have an agreement for this situation. And like I said, I honestly think that they might have an agreement that she's okay with this, just as long as, like the Daily Mail says, she don't look crazy. But now that she's out here looking crazy, girl, just put it all out there on the table, spill the beans, let us know about this, and move on with your life, girl, because it's somebody for everybody. And if you got this Kevin Hunter guy, girl, you can get somebody else that gonna love you for you, and you ain't got to be humiliated. Because even though, like, there might be these business deals within these celebrity couples and marriages, I mean, humiliation is humiliation. And at this point, she's kind of being humiliated. So, might as well come clean, sis.
After Tuesday's emotional confession, Wendy returned to the sober living house holding her lunch packed in Tupperware.
Either you're calling me crazy or the
Like, why is the Daily Mail doing this to her? They really got some type of bone to pick. They like, look, she got her lunch. She arriving with this little leopard coat. Sis doing bad out here. She looking bad. They are really doing her in, honey. Staking her out. Like, boy, Wendy, you need to call whoever you pissed off at this sober living home and make amends. Because, girl, they got you all out here looking crazy.
bravest woman you know. I don't care.
When Wendy returned to her show after her 2-month absence, she said her marriage was intact.
Marriages are not easy. And don't ask me about mine until you see this gone.
Well, girl, we got to know about it because he got you looking bad out here in these streets. So you might as well fess up because people going to ask, and it does not look good at this point for you to further talk about anybody else's situation if you don't come clean about yours at this point. Like, at first I was feeling like, well, it is what it is. Like, if she wants to dish on her dirt, she can. If she don't, she don't. Whatever. If she ain't comfortable with wanting to come clean yet, then she ain't comfortable with wanting to come clean yet. And it is what it is. But at this point, with all of this going on and how all of this situation is making her look, it's making her look like she's this crazed drug addict, like she ain't got a hold on life. At this point, I ain't about to be out here looking crazy in these streets for you and nobody else. So
Apparently, Wendy has been brainwashed by her husband. A source tells us that Kevin controlled.
Oh, no, not brainwashed. Wendy, you brainwashed too? Damn, everybody getting brainwashed. You get a brainwash. You get a brainwash. You get a brain. Who ain't brainwashed? Like, oh, I had to click off at that point. I don't know. That's their words. Like I said, you take the information with a grain of salt, but the proof is in the pudding. The pictures are out. They have pictures of her and him together. The side piece, and her husband together, and them, shopping and out on vacations, and them out shopping for like groceries and running and working out together. They have a lot of dirt on her, but that part, the brainwash and this and that, I'm tired of the brain. Like, throw the whole brainwash word away at this point. I don't know, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Let's talk about it in the comments. Do you think that it's time for her to fess up, or do you feel like her business is her business? And just because she talks about people's drama on her show does not mean that she has to dish about her own drama if she don't want to. That's up to y'all to decide, but let me know what you feel in the comments and let's talk about it. And again, like I said, it's a toss-up because I've dealt with celebrities. I know celebrities. I've seen situations firsthand, and I know that these people be having some crazy arrangements. And some of these marriages be for show, and it be some different type of stuff going on behind the scenes. So I'm tossed up with this one. Y'all just let me know what y'all think. Is it a business arrangement for them to act like they're married just so that she keeps her money and she doesn't have to fork over a lot to him? I don't know. Y'all let me know because I'm confused. I'm just stop it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe right now. If you guys are looking for hair, I have a promo code with youthbeauty.com where if you type in the word Nique, Nique, you can get 25% off on their products on the website. So yeah, all you have to do is type in Nique Nique as the coupon code on youthbeauty.com, and you can get you a nice little wig, nice little bundles, and you know what I'm saying? Be cool for spring break, because you know spring break is approaching, so you gotta be looking fly. Might as well get that youthbeauty.com. But anyways, let me go. All right, guys, peace.